Hello, welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and if this sign is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. And I really want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. Thank you. And if this particular reading resonates with you, I would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel. All right, Libra, so let's go ahead and get into the reading where we're talking about October 26th through November 1st. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have this guiding card for you. We have the Star card. All month long in October, you have been fighting to stay in the flow, stay conscious of where you're going, but also just kind of letting yourself fall through it, glide through it. Sometimes the harder you fight when you're in a river, the worse it gets. Instead of if you just kind of rode with it, it would eventually push you into the land, and then you could get out, right? So pay attention to how you're working it. Are you fighting against the current? Are you pushing where you don't need to? So keep that in mind and let that be part of how you work this through. But the Star card is oftentimes about how the hardest work is over and you're now just flowing down the river, right? 6-pack in hand. Very nice. Love it. So we're going to put this card aside. Very nice. I like that for you. And of course we have the cards in front of me from the overview video. And let's go ahead and look at those. Almost, but not quite. We're definitely going to be talking about the messages from my better angels. My better angels want you to know that if you are paying attention to doing individual projects one at a time, small scale projects, but like one a week, that you can start to finish and be done with it and then clean up your mess, perfect. If you want to do those 2-week projects where there's a mess over the weekend and there's time off and nothing is happening, and it's like, no, that's not going to work out. Whatever you do, you want to do start to finish. It could be longer if you need to, but you can't take time off in the middle, okay? There's no time like that. It's not like, oh, we're going to leave all our stuff here and come back in a couple days. Nope, don't do that. That is not going to be a good thing for you to do. So complete start to finish, okay? If you want to do a 2-week project, you go every single day of the week, all right, until it's done, and then you clean it all up and you leave, all right? Don't do anything like little breaks. It's not going to work, all right? The other thing to know is that we want to look at the people around us that make us a little nuts, and if we need to, make up a little story that makes it make more sense, all right? So that we don't have to feel less compassion. We want to end up, whatever the story is, should create compassion in us. And that is the win, all right? We want to feel those bits of compassion and share those compassionate moments with our people, because we don't want to end up in trouble. We don't want to end up in a fight with anybody. We just want to make it make sense to us. And if it doesn't make sense to us, we got to do a little something, something to make it make sense. So these are not stories you need to share with your people. These are stories that you share with only yourself. They're like, oh, yeah, that person's not having a good day. They spilled their coffee, someone peed in their cereal, I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm feeling sorry that they had such a terrible day. Somebody killed their cat and now they're freaking out, whatever, right? See, these can get a little intense. Sorry, but do what you got to do to tell a story that helps you feel compassion for that person instead of anger, all right? It's all going to work out the way it's supposed to, okay? Cool. So let's look at the cards. Now, we have the 3 cards from the overview video. We're going to get you a mystery card right away using the Mythic Tarot. We've been using it all month long. It's been fun. Oh, there it is, right there. Now we're going to go ahead and set this deck aside and this card here. All right, I get it. Cool. Now then, we're going to use these beautiful cards from the Tarot of the Abyss to go a little deeper and add more information so we can understand what's happening. All right. So let's talk about the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands is about sharing your ideas, teaching them what they need to know, and moving them forward in a new way. So remember last week when you were fighting for your power? I think it worked out. I think you ended up put in charge of the situation that you're around and involved in, and you're in a position right now where you're Now that you're in charge, you're definitely going to start teaching more people to do whatever it was you were doing, or sharing your ideas about how to do team building per se. I'm making stuff up here because I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm pretending that it has something to do with what you did last week, according to my readings. So, all that team building you did and all that stuff that you did with appreciation and caring and t-shirts and whatnot, you're going to start sharing some of that information so that those people, other managers, can learn to do that thing too. Your productivity has clearly gone up, and I love that for you. People want what you have now. Nice. And there's the King of Wands, a like-minded gentleman in the mix who has authority, who's going to be looking down and saying, hey man, I see what you did there, and I really like it. That's very cool. I hadn't even thought about doing that, but I really get what you're doing, and I really appreciate that you're taking it from taking a look at this company in a different way. You're invading this company in the best possible way with goodness and kindness and gentleness when it's been running on a different pattern for so long. And I really get what you're doing, and I love, love, love it. So you have a supporter. You have a person who gets you, understands you, sees what you're bringing, and is all in. They're like, yes, I dig what you're doing. So you have somebody who gets it, loves it. The Three of Cups. Indeed, there will be time to celebrate. You're like, okay, I've been told, number one, that I'm awesome and that I should keep going. I should teach all the other people this. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Very big celebration going on at home afterward. You're like, yes, we're all going to go out and drink a little, and it'll be fun. Maybe will be very careful with drinking after work, okay? Maybe go out and eat, and if somebody gets drunk, make sure they get into an Uber. But you know what I'm saying? Don't you dare have one beverage if you have to, but don't get sucked into the whole thing. If you have to pretend to drink, pretend to drink. But don't actually drink with these people, okay? It's going to be a problem. It's not what you want. It's bad work ethic to drink with your coworkers like that, because it can get messy and troublesome, and you don't want to be in that situation, okay? So leave early if you can, all right? This card here is talking about where you're blocked. Fighting for your power in the situation. So the minute you let your cat out of the bag, guess what? It's running amok. Everybody's going to do whatever they want to with the information you were given. They're going to be disgruntled and irritated that they were taught by a coworker what to do. Right? They're going to have a lot of ego issues for themselves. That's their issue. And fighting to be in charge, fighting to get them to do all the things you shared is a problem. You can't do it. It's blocked. Okay? So I want you to say, I gave you a packet. I give you some ideas. Do with it what you will. Have a nice day. Bye. Because I'm not here to tell you how to do it. I'm not here to tell you you have to do it. I'm just giving you the information because they asked me to. Okay? Carry on. And then walk away. Don't be invested. Don't be invested in what they do with the information you share with them. It's not about that. You do what they told you to and step away. It's like planting seeds and watering them and then walking away. Going, okay, I planted the seeds, I've watered them, they're gone. We'll see what happens, but I'm not going to fight about it. I'm not going to sit around staring at them all day long. The Wheel of Fortune is here. This is a really cool card. It's talking about how this particular week, whatever's going on over here, this is not a karmic lesson for you, okay? None of this is a karmic lesson. It's not going to keep coming back over and over and over again. It's just what it is for now, okay? Cool. And Page of Pentacles. There's no new way to make more money at this point. They're not talking to you about stepping up in your job situation. This is just a downfall for them. They're like, oh my God, everybody noticed what he did and they wanted to know what that was about. We're going to have them share that, and that'll be good. There's no more money coming from it. There's no new bump up and like, oh, we're going to move you over to the training facility. Oh, we're going to teach you to teach we want you to teach all the managers forever. Nope, nope, this is a one-off. This is like, here, do this one thing once. All right, cool. Excellent. Yeah, I can see how that works. And I'm sorry that the company is like, okay, cool, cool, cool. Everyone's excited about what you were doing. They wanted to know. Now they know. And now they're going to be mad about it. Instead of taking care of implementing it in their own, some of them will, but most of them won't. There'll be their own kind of people who are like, oh, is that what that was about? Huh, whatever. It didn't necessarily help. There will be the Six of Pentacles showing up here, showing that, number one, I think you're getting reimbursed for any money that you may have invested of your own to do that stuff. It's like, okay, we'll pay you back for the t-shirts you bought because we think this is very cool. Whatever it was you did, you saved your receipts, remember? So now you're going to use those receipts and get paid back. I like that. And they're going to increase your budget by a little bit so that you can continue to do your team building, because your team really is happy and working together in a very nice way. So you stick with your people and make sure that you're doing what you need to with them. And you've done what you could with the other people, and it's on them if they want to make it happen for themselves. If not, whatever. The Wise One. We're talking about the Hierophant. This is the Hierophant in this deck. This is about having a little faith. All right, so stay in your faith. Stick to what you believe in. Stick to what your beliefs are. It has to do with, whatever your belief is. I'm not here to tell you what you should believe. I am here to say that your faith will carry you through this week. Okay, it's part of your solution. It's like I said, you're going to distribute information. Teach them to the best of your ability, and then you're going to let go. You have one person who's hearing you, getting what you're saying, and excited about it. There will be a celebration about that. Cool. Right. Nice. Everything else is about them not getting it, or not caring it at all. And you're going to just say, you know what? I did my job. I did what they told me to do, and I'm fine. I spread goodness and light. I taught people what they needed to know. My budget went up a little bit. Excellent. I'm going to stay in the faith that either they'll be told they have to implement this information and they'll all be bitchy about it, or they'll start doing it and discover that it actually works after being forced to do it. But it's not your business. Okay, you did your part, you dropped it off, left it there on the table. There it is. You do you. Now stay in your faith that you're okay. You're going to go do your own thing. All right? Now, the Five of Wands is here as part of your solution. It's about rallying the troops, because now what's fun is you have a little extra money in your budget, and you're like, okay, let's go rally the troops. All right, boys and girls, let's go. You're going to talk to your own team now. You're going to step into your own faith and go rally your own team, your own group that was their big example, and you're going to pull them all together, and you're going to have a nice little moment. You take good care of your people, okay? You're going to get busy with them. I like that a lot. You totally deserve to be happy, all right? Very nice. So now you need a message from the Moon Oracle. Let's get this Moon Oracle message for you. What do we have for Libra? This one. All right. I really am admiring what you did, and I'm sorry that the other people are all wah about it, but that's just how people are when their egos get a little bruised because somebody else came up with an idea and they have to follow through with their idea because it worked. Create. Huzzah. Yes. You are in a place of creation. This is beautiful. This is yes. I did the little thing. I did the whatever. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to have a celebration. Boom. Over here, you're back to creating. You're back to doing what you do best, which is creating unity, creating a team spirit, creating good vibes and appreciation of each person that's working on the team. You're doing a great job. Just keep on moving and creating what you do. All right? You're a beautiful human being. We need you just the way you are. It's good. Okay? Now then, let's get your mystery card. What is this card? Judgment. Aha. Do try and use good judgment about how you talk about the situation or other stuff. Certainly with your team. Your team doesn't want to be cross-pollinating with the other people who are cranky and irritable unless they need to talk to you about what they're getting. So then you want to listen. You want to be a person who's listening and using good judgment in how you listen and how you respond to everything that's happening. Okay? When you're getting kudos, go for it, but don't. It's not a bow thing. It's not a, ooh, look at me, I'm so awesome kind of thing. It's just, I'm doing what I was told thing. So we're humbly sharing our ideas. Take them as they resonate, la 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 la. but then we're moving forward, all right? And I think that it's with your team that you can do more celebrating. It's with your team that you'll also want to use good judgment, because they're maturing, they're learning, and they're understanding that, I mean, if they figure out or come to a decision or understanding that you're using something that is some sort of a formula, per se, that could be whittled down to just basic ideas, they may not find, they may feel manipulated, and you got to be careful that whatever you're sharing here doesn't feel like a manipulation of the people. It feels like just a good way to appreciate people, right? So be careful how you share this information, because if they get back, if it gets back to them that they were somewhat manipulated into feeling appreciated or whatever, that would make them feel weird, and they would have lots to say about that, and it'll be much harder to rally them up. Okay, so just be aware and take good care. All right, good judgment is key. Now then, you need a pocket full of rocks. All right, haha. We have serpentine, blue apatite, and blue sapphire. All right, so serpentine, third chakra stone, all about feelings, emotions, and memories in your third chakra, as I was taught. Serpentine itself is about being very gentle and buttery in the way that we heal ourselves, okay? This is about taking good care of who you are. I feel like what you're doing with your team here this week and even last week is something you've always wanted, was to have a boss that treated you with respect and appreciation, and basically created teams and made people feel like they were a part of, and acknowledged them for what they did, all of them, even down to the guy who's cleaning things up. Everybody matters, and you're being able to do that for other people now, and it feels so good. You're healing something inside yourself. Some of your old junky stuff, you can start to really break it down and throw it away, because it doesn't matter anymore. You are the one creating something beautiful and lovely that matters, okay? It's going to be really cool. All right, now we have the blue apatite, which is about you using healing words. No matter what's coming up, using good judgment, you're using healing words. Teaching your coworkers how to be better bosses, using healing words, all right? Always use good judgment and healing words with everything you're doing here. With your compatriot who actually gets you and understands what's going on, maybe you'll go out and celebrate together, just the two of you. Because it's like, finally, there's at least one person who gets what I'm doing here. And it'll be nice. It'll be awesome. And when they implement these ideas in their team, it's going to be really interesting to see how a company of maybe 8 teams, with 2 of them actually doing what you're doing, will show up a significant change in that area. And it's presto. Everybody's going to want to, they're going to get even more pressure. But you don't have to put any pressure on anybody. You don't need to fight to be in charge of anything. You don't want to be in charge of it. You just want to, like, let it be out there, and you do what you want to with it. I'm not here to tell you you have to implement it. That'll be the boss. When 2 groups are successful and the numbers go up, presto changeo. It's going to be what they have to do. They're going to be told they have to do it, but it's not for you to figure out right now, you know? So good for you. I like that. You don't have to force it. Now we have sapphire. Blue sapphire on your 3rd eye, which is in your 6th chakra, is going to be a really great stone, and it's going to really help you to see for yourself the energy of yourself and what you're doing in the cosmos, and how what you're doing now changes the vibes and the energy of what's going on out there in the stars and the moons and the planets. All of that comes together, but you'll be able to color code it so you can really see that you're truly reverberating something that out into the universe that is going to reverberate bigger and even bigger than that. So it's going to be awesome. and it's going to change things. So keep doing what you do. That's what we're trying to say is heal yourself, use healing words with others, and know that you're changing the world. You're changing the planet. You're changing the cosmos. It's really kind of a big deal. So, all right, Libra, keep doing you. We love that. All right? So, yeah, Libra, what the heck, man? I gotta say, this is quite a lot that you're working through, but I understand the whole idea of like, okay, the bosses told me to tell everybody else what to do. Here's my packets of what I did, da-da-da-da-da. Here you go. You do what you got to do with it. Cool. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to, is what we always have to say, right? So you're going to do the same. You'll hand them out and walk away. It's like, I did my part. I'm out. You do what you want to do with it. I'm going to go hang with my team. See ya. And you're going to do that. And it's going to be beautiful for you. You're not going to have any more responsibility to whether or not they jump in and get started or do a thing. I mean, they can email you all day long and let you know, what was step 1 again? Except that the title page says step 1. So you're doing your thing. You did a good job. You made it a doable project. So if they want to do it, they can do it. If they don't, they don't. And that's okay. You're out. I have all kinds of things going on right now. Number one, the stones that are here, you don't have to carry them if you don't want to, but if you want to carry them, you can. Comment below if you want to talk about rocks. I'm into it. All good. If you look in the description box below, you'll find all the cards that I'm using, all the decks, so you can go on Amazon or Etsy and pick them up. All right? If you want to come out to a Renaissance fair in person, my schedule is in there, so you'll find me what state I'll be in at what month. Come on out to the Renaissance Fair, and I will certainly be happy to read for you in person. That would be lovely. And if you don't want to do that or can't do that, but you really need some information pronto, during the week I am available for phone readings. There's a link down there where you can book a reading over the phone, and I'll be happy to help you in any way I can. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribes so much. They all matter. I'm getting so close to 1,000 followers. I'm so excited. We'll see if we can do that before the end of the year, right? So thank you so much, and we will see you next month. We'll talk about November in depth, all right? Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.